All right, this guy says he's no longer a Democrat because he's a liberal.
I'm no longer a Democrat because I'm a liberal. At this point, it's beginning to feel like I'd be better off voting Republican and fighting against bad ideas within the Republican Party than voting Democrat and fighting against bad ideas inside the Democratic Party. For example, when I bring up concerns I have with friends on the right about like LGBT rights, immigration issues, abortion, gun control, more often than not, there is room for finding some kind of a middle ground. But when I bring up concerns I have with people on the left about anti-Semitism, Islamism, communism, more often than not, the response is either intimidation, condescension, or just a demand for complete obedience. When your politics require people to submit to orthodoxy, that is not liberalism. That is fascism.
So that's very interesting. And look, nobody's going to look at this person and mistake them for like some staunch Republican, conservative MAGA person. But he makes a really good point about how disagreement is taken on Democrats versus Republicans, right? So if you have a problem with Democrat policy, with any of their orthodoxy, then you are shamed and bullied and humiliated and saying that you're going to get kicked out, saying that you're not a Democrat, saying that you're a fascist, that you're self-hating, that you're this, that you're that. But that's generally just exactly how these people have negotiated conflict or negotiated disagreement in this era. And I take everything back to the beginning of the social media era. What a lot of people don't understand is that this social media has really only been around for just upwards of 20 years, right? And now liberals and Democrats and liberalism were the first ones there. So they had a lot of power in this country, particularly via social media, to shape policy, but to also shape our culture. And they try to ram their agendas down people's throats by use of digital media, by use of the media, by use of social media. And so since they had all that control, their response to people who had any issue with anything they were doing is to just say, well, we control everything and you shut up. You speak like this, think like this, use these words. You can't do this. If you do this, then you're not us. All of that stuff. And it became a total cult. 100%. Liberalism and the Democrat Party became a total cult. Now, I say this as a former Democrat myself that became Republican, conservative, MAGA, whatever it is that you want to call that nowadays. Although from time to time, I'm not even entirely sure where I stand at that category nowadays. But when you speak to Republicans and when you have policy disagreements, when you have disagreements with something, you generally are not hit with intimidation or bullying or anything like that are saying that, okay, well, you have to leave our cult now. Although there are some elements of this party that are taking literally the wrong page from the Democrat playbook, and they're trying to tell Republicans that now. So I think it'll be interesting to see how that all shakes out. But I will tell you that this Democrat, this person looks like he's still a Democrat, is absolutely right about how they push the conversation.